Hey, this is Lexi,
Hi, I'm Katie.
and we're here to talk about the student elections.
Yeah, there's a lot of those going around right now.
Yeah, there's posters all over Loftus.
So many posters.
So many posters. There's someone even posted some of them on the lamppost outside of our dorms.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to be mean, but I know that's a important part to campaigning and stuff. But don't go over the top.
What do you even do during that?
I don't know. And the problem is the posters, I don't know what I read the posters. They don't tell you what they're running for.
They do, actually. They do.
No, I know what they're running for. They're running for the class, class whatever, head of the group, whatever. I get it. But it's not, I don't know what their policies are, though. I don't know.
Yeah, you just published a few of them.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's good.
Yep, right here. There.
You should go through them then, because I don't know them. And, I saw the posters, and they don't tell you anything about anyone.
There's a bunch of there's Hannah McGowan, a junior, Meg Whitem, freshman. There's actually a few freshmen on here, actually, surprisingly. Mostly sophomores and juniors, but there's some freshmen.
Hey, if freshmen are going to do it, good for them. I mean, try something new, right?
Yep, try something new.
Now, I don't know much about elections. I think the only president election I remember is 2008. That's when Obama was running. I think I was...
This is school elections, not government.
No, I know, but when you think of elections, that's what you think of. You always think of a bunch.
So wait, the last one you remember was 2008?
Yeah, I know people are going to talk about 2016, whatever, but
there's 2016, there's 2012, there's 2016.
Well, yeah, but in 2012 he just re-ran and he won. He won in a landslide. There wasn't really a debate on. We knew he was going to be reelected. People loved him, so we knew he was going to be reelected.
I know, but still, 2016 is more recent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And there's 2020 coming up.
Yeah, I know people. Well, that's coming up very soon.
Bernie Sanders is running. Warren's running.
Everyone's gonna run.
Schumer's not running. I think
Do you know what? There's people who want Oprah to be president.
She's not running. She's not running.
No, I know she's not running, but at this point, it's one of those things where I'm it's dumb. It's very, very dumb. Where people are see, everyone's gonna be running now because Trump won, so they think anyone can win, which is not true.
He didn't even want to be president.
No, he didn't. He just wanted to do it to prove that he could do it.
No, it's more expanding his brand. His campaign was one long promotion for his brand.
Oh, absolutely. And I have to give him credit though on one thing. He is president of the United States, and no one can take that away from him. You know what I mean?
He was that. It depends on how good he was and what he's going to be remembered for.
Why? You don't remember most of the presidents of the United States?
I know, but still, there's going to be a few that stand out, and he won't stand out for a good reason.
There's really important presidents Abraham Lincoln and Washington, and there's James Madison. There's a few that everyone remembers, but then there's always one or two that you're who was that guy? Oh yeah, he was president apparently. Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, he's going to be remembered, just not for the right reasons.
Yeah, he'll be remembered as the craziest president or craziest election president, but
no, he's going to be remembered as the president who nearly got us into a war, and the president who got...
First of all, there's no war. There's no nothing. Okay, some of his policies might be crazy. I don't know how I feel about him building a wall and him shutting down the government for that.
The wall's not necessary.
No.
It's not a necessary part. There's a lot of...
Was it George Bush or... I think it might have been...
They built a fence, but there was a lot of issues with building that fence.
That was back in late 90s?
And it's because there was eminent domain, environmental issues, building over graves, people...
Yeah, there was a lot of issues with that. They shut down. They stole people's property because they wouldn't sell to them.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff. I watched it on John. The only reason I know that is because I watched it on John Oliver.
I actually knew this for a while since I saw it on something else.
But it's one of those things where I'm maybe. I don't know. Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the school ones on? So what are their policies and what do they want to talk about?
Some just regular, whatever's in their power, since there's not really much within their power.
Do they want to give Do they want to give back to the community is like, are they like, what are they fighting for? Like, I'm fighting for, but like, what are they representing? Community. Like when my school or my high school did elections, they're like, we're doing it for the community, or we're doing it for, you know, the better of mankind, or we're doing it for this, we're doing it for that. So like, what are their reasons?
I guess they just want, like, one of them wants to, like, build community, obviously, like, with the clubs and such.
Oh, that's fun.
And
Fun.
and a few, I think, have policies pertaining to the students from the College of New Rochelle, which, like, recently shut down, and they just want to do something for them, maybe.
That, all right. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's like,
You feel bad for that.
it was like a few million in debt.
Yeah, you feel bad for that.
So, and Iona's letting a few of them transfer here.
That's good. It's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things you're like, that happens.
I wonder what they're going to do with the old campus.
They usually shut it down and then rebuild something new on top of it.
I thought they were going to rent it out for office space.
Well, that's a good idea. There's a school in my town that does that. So we had, okay, so my town's pretty big, and it has like 5 elementary schools and 2 middle schools, and then it has a high school. So like when you were in elementary school, and it depends where you lived in the district, you would be split into 5 elementary schools. But one of those elementary schools, when I was like in 3rd grade, shut down because literally it was decaying inside. Some lady, and my mom actually knew her, which is like even crazier. She was walking down the steps crumbled beneath her, and she broke her ankle. The steps like literally just gave
How
up.
long did she lie there before she got help?
I mean, immediately. There was a group of people around her, but like immediately, just like that, the like steps crumbled and fell apart right underneath her, and she like broke her leg. So that's like really bad. And so she sued the school, she sued the town, whatever, and it's stated that, well, it was said in the paper that the elementary school would be shut down. Weirdly enough, another company bought the school when it was shut down and made a theater out of it.
Like a movie theater?
Not a movie theater, a play theater.
Did you ever go there?
I have been, because when you go on educational field trips, this is where you go.
Oh, so that's the new educational field trip place.
Yeah, more or less. And it's really weird because on one side, it's still the school. So you can walk down one hallway and you could still see like elementary school, like lights, flooring, and all this stuff. And then on the other side, there's a big like theater, like almost, I want to say like a, not a huge theater, but like almost like it's like a crappy like hometown theater.
Mhm.
So like there's like maybe 100 seats. So there's like about maybe 100 to 200 seats, and like a big stage. And usually they do like a Christmas Carol. You know what I mean? Like when that comes around for Christmas, the musical, or they do, their big one is Monster High.
Kitty, really? Oh, Kitty, you just gave a topic.
I know. But it's one of those things where you could rebuild, like what I'm saying is they usually rebuild things inside of dilapidated buildings. So I'm wondering if they would do that with the building here.
That's what they would do. I mean, if it's mostly not because it's the building so much as the debt it was in. So it's most likely going to be sold and rented out for office space or rent space.
What happened? Was it just?
It was over a few million in debt. It couldn't pay it off.
Mm.
Like around, it was in the 10 millions, like over 10 million. Like it was double-digit millions.
Okay, yeah. So that's really bad. The only other one I could think of is there's a school, again, back where I live in Connecticut. There's a school called Laurelton, and the people in charge of the school were actually smuggling money out of the school.
Don't you mean embezzling?
More or less, yeah.
You don't have to say smuggling, you can say embezzling.
I know. But I couldn't think of the words, so that's why I said smuggling. I'm 4 years old, is what I think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how my brain works. So they're taking the money out and using it for other things. So then the school goes under, and now they can barely have people graduate next year. They believe within 2 years the school's going to be shut down because of that.
What's going to happen to regular students there?
They will probably be transferred to other, like, because it's a Catholic private school, they'll most likely be transferred to another Catholic private school.
Or a public school district.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I prefer public school districts at least. I mean, not so much the quality of education, so much as how
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
to diverse them, yeah, and split them up, yeah, probably.
Mhm.
No, I went to. No, the funny thing about that is I know, but I'm just saying. I know.
Right.
Do you have anything else to say on the schools?
Well, the thing with the College of New Rochelle is it's been around for like 115 years.
Mhm.
So it's like around for like it was a mainstay in the town for a very long time. And the thing is
Come on.
that it's going to be weird when it's gone to such a mainstay.
Mm.
And what it's not sure what we're going to do for and it's going to be weird walking for a lot of residents walking around those buildings. Like they've been around there for years and seeing it just being rented out like that. It's like what happened back home with Reader's Digest, where it's sort of where the office shut down, but they now rent it out and they're now making a new neighborhood there.
That's good. Now, what do you think would be the best options for the students to help?
I don't know, maybe meetups,
Meetups would be a good idea.
internship meetings, just in case they need to get some extra credits for them. Definitely fairs. There's definitely do fairs for them, like fairs, like so they can just figure out what to do, what we offer here, how they're transferred, how who's gonna impact their credits.
That's something. Transferring credits. Would be.
Yeah, like there's a few of them corresponding. There's like there's a lot of like corresponding credits in like in like child education and such.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So, do you think the students will be welcoming?
I mean, I think they'll just be, welcome here and just go back to their own doing their own thing because it's not really
Well, no, I know it's not a big thing, but like what I'm saying is, do you think they'll be welcoming when they work it out with? I don't know how to explain it, but like
the College of New Rochelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're obviously extending a hand for them. Like, hey, you can transfer here when your school's going under.
That's true.
So yeah, like next year, I mean, the seniors are going to graduate while everyone freshman and junior is going to come here or somewhere else.
That's true.
I mean, there's already a lot of transfer processes going around. But still, I'm kind of worried for the seniors because now they have a degree from a defunct college, and
That doesn't mean anything though.
I know, but imagine if your employer sees that, and they're going to think, "Oh, what quality is this college?"
Yeah, but they don't usually. That doesn't usually have anything to do with it.
I know, but still, there's that worry that is this guy like went to a bogus college or
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like issues with that.
Well, my dad always has a saying like, "Hey," he goes, "You graduated, didn't you? You got the diploma. That's all you need." He's like, "As long as your name says you graduated from here, doesn't mean you're at the top of your class. You could have been the worst student there, and you still passed." So.
I know. They're gonna look at now in this world. They're looking at everything from your kindergarten grades now.
Everything on your permanent record. Ooh. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't believe in the permanent record.
It exists, but it's very hard to access.
I always thought it was bogus, where I was like, that's something the teachers use to scare kids with. Ooh, it's not
if you're
a real
like
thing.
if you're like elementary to middle school, your permanent record doesn't mean anything.
I mean, it probably does,
but it doesn't really mean too much because you're just a kid then.
No, but like all your activities, like if you got in trouble, let's say you got in trouble, and like they wrote it down. Like,
yeah, trouble. That's what everything. Trouble. Understandable, but
well, my brother,
obviously, but
yeah, my brother when he was little, he got in like trouble like that, and I remember them being like, "It's going on your permanent record," and I was like, "That's."
How old was he?
Like 10. I don't know. He was middle school, so he'd be like 11.
So yeah, it's not going to go on your record. Like, people aren't going to look at that if you
I don't know.
It's like 11 if it wasn't a criminal act.
No, it's not a criminal act. He flipped the teacher off. But
yeah, he just flipped a teacher off.
I know. Yeah, he was just mad. He was like an 11-year-old boy. He was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. Yeah. That's not gonna. Yeah, but that's not gonna impact anything.
No.
Your permanent record only means anything. High school through college.
Yeah, they always threaten it though. They're always like, "We're gonna."
Your employer doesn't care if you flip off your middle school teacher or put like ice cubes in her coffee.
Oh my god! One time, I got in trouble in kindergarten for shoving wet toilet paper down some kid's ass because he pissed me off. But yeah. But what I'm saying is, when you have like a permanent record, or it's, you know, stated or said with, people seem to overlook that, and I wonder if, like, will that ever be used when people for the elections for the school?
Mm-hmm. And now we have time's up. I'm Alexis. Follow me on Twitter at PsychoSoprano23.
I'm Katie.
And we're Lexi and Katie.
Hi.